What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Mock Draft Guy YouTube channel. Today, I'm rolling right along with my 7-round team mock drafts. Earlier this week on Monday, I did the holder of the #1 overall pick, as of right now, the Chicago Bears. Wednesday, I did the Houston Texans, who hold the #2 overall pick. So, obviously, going in draft order, #3 overall, you read it right in the title. We are going with the Arizona Cardinals here at #3. So, if you guys haven't seen the first two, be sure to check those out because I am not going to be doing these picks over. We're not going to be drafting Will Anderson #1, and then if Will Anderson's there at #3, going to be drafting him again. That's not how this is working. So if you guys want to kind of keep up with the way that I'm drafting, you're going to have to watch the videos in order. So if you guys don't know and you're watching this video, at #1, I took Jalen Carter. At #2, I took Bryce Young. So at #3, for the Arizona Cardinals, as we're diving right into it, got to go Will Anderson Jr. It fills a massive need for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, their defensive line is an absolute mess at this point. Zach Allen's a free agent. J.J. Watt retired. Where is the pass rush coming from? They lost Hassan Reddick last offseason as well. Will Anderson Jr. quite possibly could be the best player in the draft, and he fills a massive need for them. So it's a no-brainer here at #3. Then we are going to be moving on to pick number 34 for the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm going to have to go with another line pick. This is not going to be defensive line, it's going to be offensive line. Their offensive line is in shambles. Rodney Hudson is a free agent. He's probably going to retire. Kelvin Beachum, who is still somehow playing football, is 34 years old. He probably is either going to retire or leave in free agency. DJ Humphries is not the player that he once was. I think we need to go out and we need to get a tackle. And I like Jalen Duncan a lot here. 6'6", 320 pounds with DJ Humphries still under contract. He's not going to have to play left tackle right away, or he could even beat out DJ Humphries for that left tackle spot and slide Humphries back over to the right. So either way, you get a little bit of versatility out of it. He's got great size, he's got great power, and he's very, very polished at the position. So I like Jalen Duncan here. Got to address the cornerback position. Besides Byron Murphy, it's a little bit of murky waters behind him here. I like Garrett Williams a lot here out of Syracuse. 6 foot, 190 pounds. A lot of people were considering him, including myself, before the season and throughout the first 6 weeks of the season as a first-round pick. I think I had him as high as 11 at one point in my early drafts in the first couple of weeks. Kind of fell off a little bit. You know, he didn't play as much. He did get injured, and it took him a little bit to get his play back to where it could be. So this is a perfectly good pick here. Great boundary corner size. I think it would be a great pickup for the secondary of the Arizona Cardinals, especially here in the 3rd round. So I'm going to go Garrett Williams with pick number 66. And as I previously mentioned before for the Arizona Cardinals, their offensive line is a mess, including the center position. Rodney Hudson, who's been a fantastic player over his career, is getting up there in age. Don't think he's going to be coming back. I think he's actually going to be retiring. He was mulling over retirement last year, gave it another go. I think he's definitely going to be retiring this offseason. So you got to address the center position. Luke Weipler here is probably, I would say, besides for John Michael Schmitz and Cedric Van Pran, probably the 3rd best center in the draft. And if you're getting the 3rd best center here at the draft towards the end of the 3rd round, I think that would be great. 6'3", 300 pounds out of Ohio State. I think that he could slot right into that center position and excel. You think of past Ohio State centers as well, like Josh Myers, a mid-round pick, slid right into the Green Bay Packers offensive line and has been doing a fairly good job since he was drafted. I like at pick number 104 in the 4th round, I'm going to go with a wide receiver here for the Arizona Cardinals. The reason being, I know that they're going to trade DeAndre Hopkins. I know they still have Marquise Hollywood Brown. I know they have Rondell Moore. I know they have Greg Dortch. What do all 3 of those wide receivers have in common? They are all very small wide receivers. You need someone that could go up there and get it. And Dante Demas Jr. out of Maryland, 6'4", 205 pounds, is a bigger target, is what I'm saying. He's also a good wide receiver as well. Last year he initially was going to come out last year. I had him as around a 5th round pick last year or a 6th round pick. He went back to Maryland, polished his game a little bit. I think he gets selected here early in the 4th round. This is a big need actually for Arizona, especially if they're going to be trading DeAndre Hopkins. They are going to need a bigger boundary wide receiver, and that's exactly what Dante Demas Jr. is here. So at pick number 168 here in the 5th round, I'm going to tackle the running back position here. After surprisingly letting go of Eno Benjamin, James Conner actually did pick up his play a little bit, but behind him, there was really not much going on there. I like Eric Gray out of Oklahoma, 1,300 plus rushing yards this year. Another guy that I believe last year was supposed to come out and then decided to go back to school. Super productive. 5'10", 211 pounds. He can catch the ball out of the backfield as well. I think it would be a great pickup behind James Conner, and then eventually, if they want to get rid of James Conner, trade him, cut him, whatever it may be. I think Eric Gray is a perfect late round running back that could pick up the slack if something like that were to happen, or eventually take over for Conner after he's gone. Then in the 6th round at pick number 179, I'm going to go with Yaya Diaby here out of Louisville. I think Diaby is a perfect pick here in this scenario. 9 sacks for Louisville this past season. 6'4", 270 pounds. He's got great size to be a 3-4 defensive end. I think he'd be a super valuable pick here at pick number 179, and he's got potential to make a real impact right away for the Arizona Cardinals. And then with the last pick that the Arizona Cardinals have in the 6th round at pick number 214, I am going to address the special teams issues. And this is the second video in a row that I'm addressing special teams in the draft. I know I drafted a long snapper with the last pick for Houston, and now I'm going to draft a kicker in the 6th round for the Arizona Cardinals. But Matt Prater is 38 years old. I believe he's going to be turning 39. He was a little expensive this past year. I think he cost about $3.3 million, and he is going to be a free agent. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to try, whoever the GM is going to try and save wherever he can. And Jake Moody is a heck of a college kicker. I mean, we saw him nail, that 59-yarder, 57-yarder, easily against TCU, I believe it was. And he's been a great kicker his entire collegiate career. So I think that he is going to be one of the few kickers that does get drafted. And that honestly solves a slightly big problem for the Arizona Cardinals. At least you have a cheap option late in the draft. And, kickers are a dime a dozen. So if he's not great, you could just go out and sign one midseason anyway. So I like Jake Moody here with the last pick for the Arizona Cardinals. So there you have it. There is my full 7-round 2023 Arizona Cardinals mock draft. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The next team that is coming up in this series is, of course, at number 4, and that is the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm super excited to get that one out to you, and who knows, by the time that gets out to you, we might have to do another Arizona Cardinals one, or we might have to do another Chicago Bears one if there's a big trade. So this is going to be an ongoing thing throughout the entire NFL offseason, and I can't wait to get them all out to you. Thank you guys again for watching today. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching today, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.